Hey everyone! Okay, so have you ever wanted to speak English super confidently, but you just totally freeze up? It's the worst, right? It's like your brain just decides to go on vacation the second you need it the most. But honestly, so many people feel the same way. It's totally normal. And the good news is, there are definitely ways to, totally crush that fear and become a confident English speaker. So in this video, I'm gonna share some tips and tricks that I swear actually work. Like for real. Let's do this. First, let's talk about why we feel afraid to speak English. This fear is more common than you might think, and it affects learners of all ages and backgrounds. Many learners fear making mistakes, sounding silly, or being judged. This anxiety can be paralyzing, making it difficult to even start speaking. But guess what? Mistakes are part of learning. They are essential stepping stones on the path to fluency. Even native speakers make mistakes. They stumble over words, forget phrases, and sometimes even create new ones by accident. The key is to shift your mindset. Every mistake is a step toward improvement. Embrace them as opportunities to grow and learn. Okay, so first things first. We gotta address the elephant in the room. The fear. This fear often stems from a lack of confidence and the pressure to be perfect. Why do we even get scared to speak English in the first place? It's so weird. But when you think about it, it's not that strange. I feel like a lot of it is this fear of messing up, right? We worry about how others will perceive us. We don't want to sound dumb or say the wrong thing, and then everyone's gonna judge us. This fear of judgment can be overwhelming. But honestly, everyone makes mistakes. It's a natural part of the learning process. Even native English speakers, they totally mess up sometimes. They might mispronounce words or use incorrect grammar. It's just that they don't freak out about it as much. They understand that mistakes are temporary and fixable. They're just oops, my bad, and they move on with their lives. This attitude helps them learn and improve faster. And that's the key, you guys. We need to adopt a similar mindset. We gotta stop being so hard on ourselves. Self-compassion is crucial in the learning journey. Instead of seeing mistakes as the end of the world, we gotta see them as learning opportunities. Each error is a chance to get better. Oh, I said that wrong? Cool. Now I know how to say it right next time. This positive approach can make a huge difference. It's all about progress, not perfection. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. The best way to build confidence is by practicing a little every day. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Consistency is key here, and even small steps can lead to significant progress over time. Here are some easy ways to do it. Start by setting small, achievable goals for yourself. Write them down in a checklist or a notepad. This will help you stay organized and motivated. Talk to yourself in English. Describe your day or what you see around you. This might feel awkward at first, but it's a fantastic way to get comfortable with the language. You can do this while walking, cooking, or even while doing chores. Record your voice and listen back to hear your progress. This can be a bit uncomfortable, but it's incredibly effective. You'll be able to hear your mistakes and work on them. Read aloud from books or articles to improve pronunciation. Choose materials that interest you so it doesn't feel like a chore. This will help you get used to the rhythm and flow of English. Okay, so now that we've talked about the fear thing, let's get into some actual actionable tips. These are practical steps you can take every day to improve your English speaking skills. And my number one tip is practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Repetition is crucial for building confidence and fluency, but don't worry, I'm not saying you have to go out and give a speech in English tomorrow or anything. Start small, you know. Even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference over time. Just try talking to yourself in English more. This can be done in front of a mirror or while you're cooking. It's a simple yet effective way to practice. Seriously, it sounds kind of crazy, but it actually helps. Narrate your actions as you go about your day. This constant practice will make you more comfortable with speaking English. Just narrate your day in English. Talk about what you did, what you're planning to do, or even how you're feeling. This will help you think in English, or describe what you're doing, what you see around you, whatever. This will help you build your vocabulary and improve your descriptive skills. You can also try recording yourself speaking English and then listening back to it. This will help you identify areas where you need improvement. I know, listening to your own voice is the worst, but it's a necessary step to becoming a better speaker. You'll get used to it over time. But it's actually super helpful for, identifying areas where you can improve your pronunciation or your fluency. Take notes on what you hear and work on those specific areas. And then, of course, there's always the classic reading aloud. This is a tried and true method for improving your speaking skills. Grab a book, a magazine, an article, whatever, and just read it out loud to yourself. This will help you get comfortable with the sounds of English and improve your pronunciation. It's a great way to get comfortable with the sounds of English and to improve your pronunciation. Plus, it can be a lot of fun if you choose materials that you enjoy. Speaking with others is the fastest way to gain confidence. When you engage in conversations, you not only practice your language skills, but also learn to think on your feet. This real-time interaction is invaluable. Find a language partner or join online English-speaking groups. These platforms offer a safe space to practice and make mistakes, which is a crucial part of the learning process. Apps like HelloTalk, Tandem, or even social media can help you connect with people. These tools are designed to match you with native speakers or fellow learners, making it easier to find someone to practice with. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Consistency is key. Regular practice sessions will help you build muscle memory and improve your fluency over time. Okay, so we've talked about practicing on your own, which is super important. Self-study helps you build a strong foundation, but it's only one part of the equation. But at some point, you gotta actually start speaking English with other human beings. Real conversations will challenge you in ways that self-study can't. I know, it's scary. The fear of making mistakes or not being understood can be overwhelming. But remember, everyone starts somewhere. But trust me, it's the fastest way to actually become fluent and confident. The more you push through the initial discomfort, the more natural it will feel. So how do you find people to practice with? There are many resources available to help you connect with others who are also looking to improve their English. Well, you could try finding a language partner. This could be someone who is also learning English or a native speaker who wants to learn your language in exchange. There are tons of websites and apps out there that can help you connect with other language learners. Platforms like Meetup, Conversation Exchange, and Speaky are great places to start. Or, if you're feeling really brave, you could join an online English-speaking group. These groups often have regular meetings and discussions on various topics. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there. The more you engage, the more you'll learn and grow. The more you practice speaking English with other people, the easier it will get. I promise. So take that first step and start speaking today. You don't need to use big, difficult words to sound confident. Start with simple sentences and gradually expand your vocabulary. Focus on clear communication rather than perfection. Confidence comes from being understood, not from using fancy words. Okay, this is a big one, you guys. When you're first starting out, it's so tempting to try to use all these big, fancy words to sound more impressive. But honestly, it's way more important to just focus on communicating clearly. If you're trying to explain something and you don't know the exact word, don't freak out. Just use simpler words that you do know to get your point across. People would rather understand what you're saying than be impressed by your vocabulary. And as you learn more English, you can start incorporating more advanced vocabulary. But in the beginning, just keep it simple. When you feel nervous, take a deep breath and slow down. Speaking too fast can make you more anxious. Also remind yourself, most people are supportive and won't judge you. In fact, they admire your effort to learn a new language. Okay, so let's talk about what to do when that fear starts creeping in. You know that feeling where your heart starts racing and your palms get all sweaty? Yeah, that one. First of all, just breathe. Seriously, take a deep breath and try to relax. When we get nervous, we tend to speak really fast, which just makes us sound more anxious. So slowing down your speech can actually help you feel more calm and collected. And remember, most people are actually really supportive and understanding. They're not going to judge you for making mistakes. In fact, they probably admire you for putting yourself out there and trying to learn a new language. Stop translating in your head. Try to think in English, even about simple things, like what to eat or what to do next. This helps your brain get used to English naturally. The more you do it, the more fluent you'll feel. Okay, this one might sound a little out there, but trust me, it works. Instead of constantly translating everything in your head from your native language to English, try to actually think in English. Like when you're going about your day, just try to think about what you're doing in English. I'm hungry. I think I'll make a sandwich. I need to go to the store later. Simple stuff like that. It might feel weird at first, but the more you do it, the more natural it will become. And eventually you'll find yourself thinking in English without even realizing it. Confidence is a habit. Even if you don't feel confident, act like you are. Stand tall, smile, and speak clearly. The more you pretend to be confident, the more natural it will become over time. Okay, last but not least, we gotta talk about confidence. Confidence is key when it comes to speaking any language, but especially English. When you speak with confidence, people are more likely to listen to you and take you seriously. But what if you don't feel confident? Well, here's a little secret. Fake it till you make it. Seriously, even if you're feeling super nervous on the inside, just act confident on the outside. Stand up straight, make eye contact, smile, and speak clearly. The more you pretend to be confident, the more natural it will become. And eventually, you'll start to believe in yourself as much as everyone else does. So there you have it, some simple but powerful ways to overcome fear and speak English with confidence. Which tip did you find the most helpful? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more English learning tips, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you found these tips helpful. Like, seriously, you got this. Speaking English confidently is totally achievable, I promise. Just remember to be patient with yourself. Practice as much as you can, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Which tip was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome English learning content. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video.
Stay tuned with Joban International.